Hey there, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 goals that I'm setting to achieve this month that will bring me closer to financial independence. This month happens to be November, but these goals will work for absolutely any month because they're pretty much the hallmarks of the financial independence movement. So the first 2 are pretty standard for any financial independence plan. The second 2 are ones that I've added that I've noticed for myself have had tremendous benefit and impact. And I'm going to add in a bonus that's great if you can achieve it, but is not necessary to get you to your goal of financial independence. If you are new here, then welcome. If you're a seasoned subscriber, then welcome back. I'm excited to share with you my path toward financial independence. This channel is devoted to getting out of debt, living frugally, and achieving financial independence and financial freedom. I'm so excited that you're here, and I hope that you will stick around. Before we get into it, I ask that you please give this video a thumbs up by clicking that like button. It's a huge help to me and my channel, and it doesn't cost you anything, plus it's a way to make your views count. So here are the 4 goals that I'm setting to achieve this month that will bring me closer to financial independence. Goal number 1, increase my savings rate. Plain and simple. That will work for absolutely any month. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Here's the thing. I found that savings is so much easier to do if you break it down into little teeny tiny micro goals. So for me, rather than setting a goal to save $200 a month, I will save $50 a week. I notice that I don't miss smaller increments as much as I miss larger increments of savings. So for this month, my plans include increasing my automatic savings withdrawals by just $5 and also opening up a Roth IRA for investment and transferring some of my allocations rather than into my company-sponsored 401k into that Roth IRA in order to avoid those fees. Goal number 2 that I aim to achieve this month is to increase my income. And again, it doesn't have to be by a lot. Taking those small micro steps in the right direction is far more sustainable and lasting than trying to change all at once. So recently, a few of the ways that I've been increasing my income are by selling more on eBay and by opening an Etsy shop. So the eBay is something that I've been doing for about 3 years, so that's not really out of the ordinary for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy finding things. I enjoy sort of putting my things that I've loved but maybe have outgrown or have no more use for. And I enjoy releasing them and hopefully sending them to someone that may have better use for them. The Etsy shop was a little bit out of the ordinary for me because I don't really think of myself as someone who has a lot to contribute on that platform. So that took a bit of a stretch for me because I just didn't think that I'd have anything that anyone would want. I knew that I wanted to develop my skills on the Etsy platform, and I had a hunch that even though it wasn't really evident or obvious to me, that I may potentially have something that I could contribute. The way I discovered what I had to contribute was by thinking about something that would have saved me time. So the product that I have right now is a spreadsheet that is how I track my money, how I track my finances on a day-to-day basis. And that's something that I wish that I would have had maybe five years ago. It took me 5 years to develop this spreadsheet, and I thought I could have saved myself 5 years if I had had that spreadsheet 5 years ago. So that's what I have for sale on my Etsy shop, and it was a lot of let me take that back. It wasn't a lot of fun to create. It was a process to create, but I felt really accomplished when I did it because my goal is to create things that add value to people and that either save time or make money, and that either save people time or make other people money. And I know that this is a way to do that because I know for me, tracking my finances is one of the biggest ways that I either save myself money or can see areas where I can potentially make more money. So all that to say that increasing my income is something that I'm working toward this month, but it's not going to happen all at once. This is for sure something that's an ongoing process that I aim to do continually, just as a matter of habit. So another way that I'm doing this is by increasing the value of my skills in the marketplace and by developing and using the skills that I already have. So to recap, first 2 goals to achieve this month that will bring me closer to financial independence. Goal number 1 is increase your savings. Goal number 2 is increase your income. These are pretty standard, and they're the hallmark of any approach to financial independence, right? And again, I can't emphasize this enough. It doesn't matter by how much. It doesn't matter by how much you increase your savings or by how much you increase your income. The point is that you're doing it and that you're training your thoughts to lead you in that direction. Increasing your savings and increasing your income. So these next two goals, goals number 3 and 4, are things that I've kind of developed for myself that aren't strictly included in the official Financial Independence Retire Early framework, but they're things that I know work for me because they deal with my mindset. And mindset is the first step to getting yourself right on that track to financial independence. Because if you believe you can, you can. That's how it goes. So step number 3 for me is to write down my appreciation list and to write down my targets and my goals. So this is something that's free. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't require a huge amount of effort, but it does require that focus to get you in the right frame of mind. So the way I did this for the past month, so I started it in September. I had read about Rhonda Byrne's book, The Magic, which is basically just 28 days of straight gratitude. And I thought to take that on board for myself. So I tried for 28 days, I began each and every single day by writing out a list of 10 things that I appreciated about that day. So these are 10 specific new, completely new things each day. You can't use the same list of 10 things for every day. You think of new things every day. And I thought it would be harder than it actually was. And once I got into the habit, I found that it really flowed easily. So this is really the habit of appreciation. And I say appreciation rather than gratitude because for me, what I appreciate appreciates. And I love the idea of appreciating assets and appreciating things in my life. And I have 100% found that what I appreciate appreciates. So if I appreciate something like the ability to enjoy the weather, not necessarily whether the weather is good, meaning sunny, without rain, but my ability to experience it, my ability to see, to hear, to touch, to taste, to smell, these are the things that I'm appreciating, that I want more of. And I found that doing that practice, incorporating that practice into my daily life, has encouraged me to see more of that in my daily life. And it's really completely changed my sight and made me more attuned to the wealth that's all around me and already in the world. I'm just developing the ability to notice it and to appreciate it. The 4th goal that I'm setting for myself this month to bring me closer to financial independence is to increase my learning and relationships. Again, this is not strictly a financial goal, but you would be hard-pressed to find someone who has made themselves financially independent, who isn't devoted to lifelong learning or developing relationships with people who think in similar ways that they do. People who share their ideas, who can help guide them on the path or to help kind of give advice or bounce ideas off of, really sharing knowledge and information on this journey to financial independence. So for me, I found such tremendous value in, again, increasing my learnings and by developing relationships with people who are also financially independent or who are working along that path. This channel has actually been a huge help and growth mechanism for me just by reading the comments. Some people have left some really, really insightful comments that have led me to restructure the way I think about my finances and the way that I'm learning to invest, and just the courage that I have to take steps with my own finances that will lead me toward a place of greater financial stability, independence, and freedom. So from the top, here are the 4 goals that I'm setting for myself to achieve this month that will bring me closer to financial independence. Step 1 is to increase my savings. Step 2 is to increase my income. Step 3 is to write down my appreciations, feelings, goals, and targets to appreciate what I want to appreciate in my life and to welcome what I want to have more of. And step 4 is to grow my learnings and relationships with people who are also on the path to financial independence or who have already achieved it. Because this month happens to be November and there are some holiday related things that come up in the last last 2 weeks of the month, I'm really focusing on these goals as a way to keep myself focused and accountable to my overall goals. I know with the holidays coming, it tends to get a little bit overwhelming, and it's really easy for me to lose focus on what matters most rather than to focus on what matters in the moment. So these are the 4 goals that I'm setting for myself to help me stay focused on financial independence in the midst of all the craziness that may be going on. Let me know what you're doing to help you stay focused on your journey to financial independence. I love reading your comments. I found so many of them to be insightful and helpful. So I thank you once more so much for watching, and I hope, as always, that you will keep watching. Bye.